What is the difference between wolves and coyotes? Wolves and coyotes are among the most misidentified wild animals out there, constantly mistaken for each other where their home ranges overlap. Luckily, we've decided to help everyone using today's video, where we will look at these canine cousins in a little more detail. By the end, you'll have no problem telling a wolf from a coyote, or vice versa. So let's get going. Wolves. Wolves, also known as Canis lupus, are the biggest wild member of the dog family, Canidae. These ancient wild dogs are also among the most iconic creatures in nature, playing prominent roles in countless traditional and modern cultures. Technically, the animal we call the wolf is classified under the umbrella term gray wolf. It has up to 30 wild subspecies as well as derivatives like dingoes and domestic dogs. The modern species, Canis lupus, has been around for about 1.1 million years, having descended from Canis mosbacensis, a prehistoric wolf species that went extinct in the Middle Pleistocene. The species is called the gray wolf because this is the most common coloration. However, in reality, wolves can range from totally brown, black, gray, rust, or white to infinite mishmashes of any of these colors. So you could say gray is the average color for these animals. Wolves are mainly native to the northern hemisphere, and they range throughout North America, Europe, and Asia. Subspeciation is often based on the unique adaptations to specific regions, which is why they have names like Iberian wolf, Canis lupus signatus, Italian wolf, Canis lupus italicus, or Arabian wolf, Canis lupus arabs. Of course, with humans in charge of much of their historical range, wolves have significantly reduced habitats and populations. Living alongside large, dangerous predators is tricky to say the least, so humans have gone a long way toward protecting themselves and their livestock. Globally, no large predator terrorizes farms and farmers like the wolf. Lone wolves can wreak horror upon poultry houses, while good-sized packs are existential threats to sheep, goats, cattle, and even people. Armed with sharp teeth, size, stamina, and a relentless attitude, wolves are ruthlessly efficient predators who often rule as apex hunters in many parts of their home ranges. Of course, without a doubt, the wolf's most important tool/weapon is its high sociability. Wolf packs multiply these animals' already incredible individual strengths to create an entity that is almost impossible for rivals or prey to beat. These groups are held together by strong social bonds that are themselves reinforced with a variety of communication methods. Wolves have a wide range of complex body language cues, as well as vocalizations like growls, whimpers, yelps, and the famous long-distance howl. A typical wolf pack consists of an alpha pair of adults, their offspring, and subadults. Other adults may also join a pack in the right conditions, such as if there's enough food to go around, or if the pack leaders need to boost the group's numbers for territorial defense or conquest. Wolves are highly aggressive creatures, ready to fight to the death for territory, food, or to protect their young. They also have to fight against some of the harshest climates and environments on Earth. Most wolf populations live in regions with long and brutally lean winters, while others live in scorching deserts and arid zones. Not to mention the various fellow predators that pose all kinds of threats. Depending on the particular neck of the woods, wolves often compete against mountain lions, striped hyenas, jackals, coyotes, bears, lynxes, and tigers. All of these killers hate wolves with a passion and would not hesitate to get one over on them. Vulnerable wolf pups are frequently the victims of these interspecies disputes, while wolves pay back their rivals in the same bloody coin, often with interest. When it comes to size, wolves are quite variable depending on factors like location, sex, and time of the year. Wolves are often at their heaviest in late summer and autumn because of prey abundance, and at their leanest in late winter, when the hard times have taken their toll. European wolves are, on average, a little bigger than their cousins from other parts of the world. Generally, though, they range between 41 and 63 inches in body length, excluding the tails. tails are 11 to 20 inches long, while shoulder height is from 31 to 33 inches. Weight ranges from 26 pounds to 175 pounds. Females of any given subspecies or population are often 5 to 10 pounds smaller than their male counterparts. Like many mammals in its domain, the wolf can grow an extra layer of protection, a winter coat with long, rough hairs to stifle the biting wind. Underneath, it has an undercoat with short, dense fur. The winter coat comes in at the end of autumn and is shed during spring. At its thickest, a wolf's winter fur can allow it to brave temperatures of minus 40 degrees Celsius. The fur is even resistant to ice-forming condensation. Thanks to their natural winter protection and complex thermoregulation systems, wolves can focus solely on doing what they do best: hunting and killing. Most of their prey is made up of ungulates, though the specific animals differ depending on the range. That said, animals like moose, elk, red deer, caribou, sambar, white-tailed deer, mule deer, and wild boar are staples. They will also go after hares, foxes, bears, lizards, birds, and all types of rodents. Livestock may also feature on a wolf's menu depending on circumstances. Oftentimes it is elderly, injured, or sick wolves that are driven to prey on pets and farm animals, which risks human interaction and retaliation. Wolves use a variety of tactics to catch and dispatch prey. Most of them rely on their speed and incredible stamina. These wild dogs can chase prey for hours on end, wearing it down with sheer fatigue before moving in for the kill. Coyotes. The coyote, also known as the prairie wolf, brush wolf, or American jackal, is another prominent member of the Canidae family and Canis genus. Though it is under the same genus as wolves, the coyote's scientific name is Canis latrans. For the most part, coyotes are significantly smaller than true lupus wolves and are therefore less likely to be apex predators. Though highly proficient hunters themselves, coyotes meet a lot of their dietary requirements by scavenging the leavings of larger predators like wolves or mountain lions. In essence, they have a similar ecological niche as Eurasian golden jackals or African black-backed jackals, animals known for high adaptability, scavenging, and small-time predation. There are 19 subspecies of Canis latrans, distributed throughout North America and the northern tips of Central America. They range in color, though not as much as wolves. Coloration is often a combination of light gray, rust, white, and tawny brown. Subspecies in eastern North America have darker coats than subspecies in the west. Coyotes in the east are bigger too. Average weight ranges from 25 pounds to 40 pounds, but many adult specimens fall above or below this range. Body length is between 39 and 53 inches, and this includes a 16-inch tail. Females are a little smaller than males, and weight can vary significantly depending on the coyote's home range and the time of the year. The biggest coyote ever documented was a male killed in the 1930s. This specimen was 59 inches long and weighed a hefty 75 pounds. While smaller than wolves, coyotes have longer and more pointed muzzles and ears, at least relative to body size. The overall body profile is more slender and less robust than a wolf's as well. Their brain cases are larger too, pound for pound. Another important difference is that coyotes move around with their tail pointed downwards rather than horizontally like wolves. The word coyote is a Spanish derivative of the Aztec Mexicano word coyotl, and it was once written as coyote or coyote before European settlers in the Americas settled on the modern spelling. There are two main ways of pronouncing the word in English. One is to keep the E at the end silent, and the other involves pronouncing the E, which gives the word 3 syllables. In the U.S., the 3-syllable pronunciation is more common, while the 2-syllable way is used more frequently outside the U.S. Which brings us to another major difference between coyotes and wolves. Coyotes are only found in the New World, specifically North America and some parts of Central America. There are 0 native coyotes in Eurasia, Africa, or anywhere else, and these places have their own versions of jackals or coyote-like animals. Coyotes are synonymous with wide-open grass plains where the deer and bison play. They also thrive in semi-arid zones and desert conditions. Like wolves, though, coyotes are highly sociable, though they can and often do go at it alone. Because coyotes are not dependent on large prey as wolves are, they are a bit flexible when it comes to opting for life in groups or alone. That said, teaming up with other coyotes opens up opportunities to go after large game. These animals can live in nuclear families, loosely related groups, or non-related groupings. Family groups are established when a male and female pair up and mate, find a territory, build a den, and have a litter of pups. Coyotes are strictly monogamous for the duration of each reproductive cycle, and males assist females with den building, guarding the den, and sourcing food for pups. Coyote pups are born after a 63-day gestation period and grow fast. Interestingly, unlike wolf pups, baby coyotes are very aggressive with each other right off the bat, engaging in real fighting that can lead to serious injury or death. This behavior is meant to establish dominance hierarchies among the pups. Only after the respective rankings are solidified do the pups begin playing for fun. Pups reach full size by 8 months and full weight by 9, and are more than capable of helping their parents with big game hunting. When it comes to diet, the coyote is far from fussy. They eat anything from beetles and grasshoppers to toads and rodents, birds, reptiles, and any ungulate they can catch and kill. Carrion also plays a big role in their diet, and coyotes will scavenge pretty much any kind of meat, including human flesh. Cannibalism is also pretty common with this species. In North America at least, coyotes are arguably a bigger menace to farms and other human settlements. These guys go after all kinds of pets and livestock while carrying a bunch of serious diseases. Coyote is also much more comfortable around human settlements than wolves, and as a result, coyotes are a much more frequent sight and problem in urban areas. According to recent statistics, coyotes are the #1 wild animal threat to domestic dogs and cats in the US and Canada, so best keep your gate or doors locked.